Hey guys, Estelle back here. Hope you enjoyed the new little intro. I think I'm going to keep it up until our games, our much anticipated games, are starting to be released in about a month or so. You saw that last one being Skyrim. I don't know how many big Skyrim fans or Oblivion fans or Elder Scroll fans we got out there, but I'm a big RPG guy. I fell in love with that series of games, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. I upgraded my beast computer even more beastly than it already is, just in anticipation to play that game, because we all know that the Elder Scroll games are very, very taxing on computer systems. I don't want to play it on a console. So there we go. This is another video I'm doing of Domination. I got a couple things I want to touch upon here. This is pretty much my normal class, the FAMAS, with I think dual mags. Running claymores instead, or C4 instead of claymores, and this match isn't spectacular in a KD sense. I thought it was pretty entertaining. Some cool things happen at least near the end of it. It's kind of fun. So enjoy that and enjoy the commentary, guys. So let's get going on with this. So I got my new Game Informer, and this is already a couple weeks old or a week old. Or I don't know how old is this thing. Where is it? What does it say? Anyways, this is the one with, I believe, with a link on it. They have a big, huge link article, Zelda article in it. A couple things I'm going to touch upon this. The very first big one is their little rant they do about Call of Duty in Modern Warfare 3. It says here, Infinity Ward Sledgehammer treading familiar ground, by this guy here that does for it. And anyways, what they're talking about is there an improvement between Black Ops and the Modern Warfare 3? Not necessarily improvement, but differences. Is the franchise taking another step? I hate to keep bringing this up, but let's face it here. Black Ops, even though it was considered the weakest of all the Call of Duties, the ones that became popular, pretty much all of them since 4, Modern Warfare, the first one, Call of Duty 4, it offered a lot of new things. Not only was it in a different time area, it offered a whole host of new things. The contracts, the different kill streaks that we saw, the theater mode, the wager matches, I'm trying to think what else we had there. Just a whole kind of new feel towards the game. They really tried to branch out and try to do something a little bit different than the Modern Warfare series. Well, with the anticipation of the new one coming out, has Modern Warfare 3 taken that step too? And according to this article, it has not. I'll read you the last paragraph of the article, where it talks about his overall thoughts about the game. I guess he played it for a lot, and I'll read you this last couple of passages here. After spending several hours with the multiplayer, it feels more like a map pack, but less than a full sequel. That's not cool. Adjusting the kill streak system, introducing a handful of new weapons and abilities, and tossing a twist on a team deathmatch may not be enough I just lost my place. It's basically saying, even though they did these kind of things, is it enough? And he's saying, no, it's not. With serious competition looming in the form of Battlefield 3, I was hoping Modern Warfare 3 would be the installment that delivers major changes to the series. Instead, I saw nothing outside what is expected from the Call of Duty title. It has a solid engine, tight controls, and deep and rewarding level system. However, at its core, it's the same old engine. Tight controls, leveling system we've seen for years. Modern Warfare 3 will surely sell millions right out the gate, but you have to wonder how long Activision can keep delivering the similar experiences before Call of Duty begins losing steam like other over-milked franchises. And let's face it, Call of Duty is getting a little over-milked. This year seems the long-running series facing its stiffest competition to date, and Modern Warfare 3's reception will be crucial in determining whether or not the sales juggernaut has already peaked. I take a lot away from that. Now, I'm not going to, I'm saying that the game is still going to be fabulous, still going to be awesome. We're really going to love it. It's going to be the staple point of the first-person shooter once again for the entire year. But you would like to see some kind of jump, a nice separation between what Black Ops was and what Modern Warfare 3 is going to be. and it sounds like it's not going to be. Basically, the biggest innovation that they're doing this year, that is completely different from last year or any other Modern Warfare or any other Call of Duty game, is the payable system, where you pay extra to get it, or if you get the hardened edition of the game when it first releases, you get it for the entire year. It's part of your whatever the $100 that you spend for it. That seems to be the biggest thing they're adding. And then, of course, there's the whole new kill streak stuff, which we know they're dividing it into two concepts, from assault, from things like your AC-130 pave low. Now they have an Osprey gunner, which an Osprey is pretty much, you've seen them. It looks like a plane, but it has rotors, 2 rotors on the wings, but the rotors can flip up. So basically, it can take off like a jet, like a plane, but then it can hover like a helicopter, and then land like a helicopter or raise like a helicopter, and they're pretty much putting a gun on it, probably the back of it, because it's the back will probably drop down, because there really is no sides for a gun to sit. It's the back will drop, and it'll be a gunner sitting there. That's what I'm envisioning this to going to be. So that's kind of cool. I'm kind of interested to see what that thing's all about, but it's pretty much a chopper gunner, honestly. It's all it is. Then the other class tier is support stuff. Your UAVs, counter UAVs, your airdrop, SAM turrets, your Juggernaut recon, which sounds kind of cool, but that seems cool. But where's the innovation? And like I said, the biggest thing is going to be the payable subscription that you can get. This is what I envision. Obviously, we got a whole new host of weapons, which I'm really looking forward to using and finding my favorite. We got a whole host of new maps, and that's another big thing, I guess, too. The whole new map innovation. They've restructured the maps a little bit than before. They've learned. They're starting. I guess, from what I understand, they're starting to learn from their mistakes, or how not really mistakes, but how people reacted to all these other maps and what they've been saying about them on forums and things like that. And they try to really adjust those things this time around. Woody, as you know, has done a bunch of series on this, and he's, I'm not going to go into it because he's got his own stuff, and just click over there and watch a much better presentation than I would ever do. So hopefully that's also pretty big news. And I don't want to take anything really away from the new Modern Warfare game, but I don't want to pretend it's something that it's not going to be. I find this really interesting that it gets this really negative review, and they really didn't do much to the game, even though they knew Battlefield 3 was going to make its biggest push, to date, Battlefield and DICE. So that's kind of interesting to me. They're really relying on the series in name itself to really keep the edge, and we'll see if that happens or not. I'm not sure how that's going to play out, but it's still going to be great. I'm going to play the hell out of both games. I'm really looking forward to them. From what I understand with Battlefield, they have taken the alpha testing and completely, not changed everything, but done a lot of different improvements from that. And I played the alpha testing, and if you guys remember what I said about that without going into too much detail, it played pretty much like just an upgraded version of Battlefield Bad Company 2. It didn't feel like a brand new Battlefield game. It felt like a sequel to Battlefield 2. But apparently they've done a lot of upgrades since then, so I'm really anxious to see how that game is going to be. So let's move on to a couple other things. Let's get off the topic of Modern Warfare 3. There are some other games that I think that are coming out that's going to be pretty cool. They really don't have an article about this one, and I should find the release date of this. But the new Batman's coming out. It's supposed to be really a step up from the first game that came out, I guess, last year, and I'm really looking forward to it. I guess the online play is supposed to be a little bit more revamped, and it's supposed to be more online friendly, from what I understand. So I'm really looking forward to that. Another game that I'm kind of cool about, I'm kind of into the simulation games too, a little bit, and one of my biggest favorite ones was Stronghold. I know this is a pretty old series. It's been a while since Stronghold 2 came out, and it was a castle simulator. You were a lord, and you built the castle and an army with your economy and stuff like that. It's a strategy game. That's coming out on the 4th, so look forward to that if you're into those type of games. I think that's a Friday, Is that a Friday? Looking at my calendar right now. No, that's a Tuesday too. Never mind, that's a Tuesday. And then they had a big article, just 2 pages, about Diablo 3. It looks like here it is going to be a PC game. It's not going to be on a console. They don't have a release date, But the big thing that I read in this article, amongst all the revamps and things that they're doing, is that it's pretty much an online game. Now, they're not coming out and saying that it is a full-blown like RP or MMO or anything like that, but I believe it's going to be one of those games that you're always connected to the internet. In fact, you may need the internet to play it, even though you might be playing the single player. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I took away from this article here, and it looks amazing. So look forward for those games. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick commentary. There's a couple of the games in here that are coming out that I'd like to get into at some point. I might save that for another video. I know I ranted a little bit about MW3, but I think we needed to have that discussion. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you later. Take care.